Hello, I'm John. In this video, I want to show you the process that I use to get on and off of a ZeroTurn lawnmower. This ZeroTurn lawnmower, as you can see, it's a John Deere 997. This is about 6 or 7 years old. The one thing you want to look for when you're looking for a ZeroTurn, it's important that you don't see any foot controls here. Because of the way I get onto this lawnmower, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a deck that I can kind of drive under. And then once I drive under to about right here, I'm going to have the deck at about this height. Then I'm going to be sitting, my seat will be about this height. So I'll pull the lawnmower under the deck, then I'll be able to make a chair-to-chair or seat-to-seat transfer. So I'm just going to go straight from my seat to this seat. Now other guys with a lawnmower like this, you may see where they transfer from their wheelchair onto this platform, from this platform slide across and transfer over. And I could do that, but yeah, that's a little more difficult for me. But that is another option. If I was going to do that, I'd make sure I put a cushion down here, put a cushion down there, slide myself over, and then pick my feet up. I'm not so good with that kind of a transfer, so I'm going to show you the deck that I built. We'll take a look at that, we'll pull the lawnmower under, and I'll show you my process for making the transfer from the wheelchair to the seat of the ZeroTurn. This is the loading dock I've built for my ZeroTurn mower. And really this loading dock, I've just built 3 platforms here, and I use it one to get on the skid steer, and then I'll pull the ZeroTurn into here, and the ZeroTurn wheels will come up under this dock, and that'll let me transfer over onto the mower. I've put this here just more of a safety thing. It's not really part of my transfer, but since I had the ability to just hang a trapeze here, I'll use this if I get into some kind of emergency on the transfer, which it could happen. Another level of my loading dock here, I have a little mini excavator sometimes that I'll go up this other ramp, and then I'll just transfer into the mini excavator. But for the most part, it's just simply a ramp built over here, up onto this platform, over to this platform, and then make the transfer. So this is the real ticket, being able to pull under my platform with the ZeroTurn. So I'll get the ZeroTurn pulled into here, and then I'll show you the transfer. Here you can see we've got the ZeroTurn pulled up to the loading dock, and the ZeroTurn just barely fits under the loading dock because I didn't want to be too much higher. So I've pulled it in enough to where I can sit my casters here, pull my feet down to there, and make the transfer over. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll talk you through as I'm doing it. I'm really just going to pull forward, and I'm going to be pointed downward here as I make this transfer. So I just pull down, and now I'm going to put my feet off to the left and then swivel my butt over to the other side, or I'll put my feet off to this side and then swivel over. And then you want to make sure that as you position your feet that they're going to be okay to swivel from wherever you are. So now I'm just going to come down here, and it's going to be just like a chair-to-chair transfer, just a quick transfer over. And now that I'm in, slide the chair out of the way, position my feet, seat belt, start the mower, and I'm ready to mow. Whenever I come back, the chair is still sitting there, hopefully. If the chair is still sitting there, I'll just drive right back into the same spot. Grab the chair. And here, like I said, this is just an emergency thing, but I put this here because I am much better at transfers if I could just pick my weight up and transfer over. But in case you're in the outside area and you don't have an overhead. Now what I'm going to do here is just bring the chair face down, the front wheels here, and I'm going to let it sit like this, and I'm going to make the transfer. Right after I make the transfer, I'm going to push myself backward, and I might either come to right to here, or I might come to right to here. But I think I'll come right here, so I'll make this transfer and then push myself backward. Just one simply seat-to-seat transfer. This is why I prefer to do this compared to transferring from the bottom onto the seat, onto the footwell, then up into the seat. Because I do much better chair to chair than transferring from down below up to here. So what I'm going to do, make sure my feet are positioned good, and then just make the transfer there. So you're just picking your weight up and then pivot over. Then once I do, I'm going to put my weight backward, position my feet. Now before I worry about putting my feet, I'm just going to pull back a little bit and get off of this onto the platform. Now that I'm onto the platform, that's the transfer on and off of the ZeroTurn, the more often you do it, the better you'll get at it. I'm a T6 complete paraplegic, so I have no trunk muscle. And so if you want to compare that to what your abilities are, let's see if you can make a transfer like this.